Hi, my name is Vincent Maurer.
And I'm Alexandria Maurer. And we've been going to Christ Church for about a year. And when we first moved here, we started looking for churches, and we found Christ Church information online and looked at the website and thought we'd give it a try. And when we first came, we loved the message and the childcare and the community.
We were looking for ways of getting connected in the community because we were new to Flagstaff. And the really cool thing is to have a tent that said, "New here." So we came over and started talking to the different people wearing these really bright t-shirts, and they had different flyers. And we just expressed that we were feeling kind of disconnected. We moved away from our family and friends. And they told us that there was a program going on that night called Rooted. And when they described it, they kind of lit up and told us it was a really amazing program. And so we felt like that was where God really wanted us to be. And so that night we found ourselves in Rooted, and it was a pretty life-changing experience.
We didn't know anyone, so everyone in our group was all new to us. And we started out the program really encouraged by the format. There was a book to follow and a theme for every single day, and I was on a schedule, and there was childcare.
Yeah.
There was childcare,
yeah.
Since we have 4 kids. And I think that as we started getting into it and getting to know the people that were involved, their stories encouraged us to grow ours, I think is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Things that we hadn't really considered stepping forward into or working on suddenly became important after hearing other people's journeys. And I think that that was the most impactful experience that we had through Rooted, was starting our own journeys.
The group of people that came were very diverse. Some people have families, some people were single, some people were a little bit younger, older, but it felt very safe to share our story and to walk forward in this journey. It was really what we needed. It gave us foundation. One of the ways that we found support by attending the church here is that we got hooked up with redemption counseling. And that really allowed us to continue to grow as a couple, and also to continue to grow with our walk with the Lord. Couldn't believe that we had such an opportunity as that. It was really hard to go to counseling, but we definitely know that as we continue to go and we continue to be able to tap into this resource and get help, we were no longer trying to just figure it out on our own. We were able to grow closer as a couple. We were able to grow to be better parents. And it also gave us some tools for coping with a lot of crazy things that are going on in the world.
As we started going to the church more, we got to meet more of the programs that the church supports, including all of the missionaries. And in the past, we haven't been given that opportunity in the place that we lived before to really engage and support missionaries like our heart is really calling us to do. And so I joined the global team, and I'm on the global team to support missionaries that the church partners with. And through that, I started attending the English corner at the corner that the property that the church owns over next to NAU, and meeting Chinese students that come to live here for a year and attend NAU through the educational programs.
My connection with the Lord, I think it's kind of interesting whenever you move someplace different. You can get really wrapped up into these changes that are all around you, and you can forget that God is right there with you the whole time. And I just remember the first time I heard Chris preach, I felt like the Lord was speaking through him. And then just hearing the different messages through Rooted. And then I always say that the Holy Spirit just whispers all the time. It's just been one of those things where I really feel like the Lord has been like, I'm still right here. I'm still right at your side. Doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter all these changes, all these new faces. I'm still right here. And that's given me a lot of support inside. I find that it's really hard to hear the Holy Spirit when everything seems so loud around me. The anxiety of new things, raising 4 kids, being a husband, trying to provide. But I find that by this last year, the consistency of coming to this church and the people that are here has just allowed us to feel that growth, and it's been very comforting, you know.
Going to Rooted, I think, has helped me see that God was there, even if I wasn't a Christian before. That God was there before I knew Him, that God was there in the things that I experienced as a child, the challenges and the people that entered and exited my life when I was young, that He was always guiding that. And I think being able to look back at that journey helps me to look at others who don't yet know Christ and know that it's the same for them.